Convenience Store Today Annex Studios in Whiting, New Jersey, it's Rantin' and Ravin' time with special reporter Big T. And now here's the Mad Rainer himself, Big T.
Hi folks, Big T here for Convenience Store Today and my little segment that I like to call a rant and rave. Now, I'm going to keep an eye on the time here, folks, because Dan the Man McCheese and Fatty to Hattie have informed me that I am a video hog and I am taking up too much time and it doesn't leave them enough time. So I'm going to keep my rant and raves down to 7 minutes, 8 minutes or less. So I'm going to continue on checking the time so I don't go over my allotted time and take away from poor Dan the Man and Fatty McFatty. Fat, the fat fuck. So I'm going to touch on two things today, folks, that really grind my gears, okay? Now, what I really hate as a whole is stupid people. Now, I know some people will say, well, you're stupid. Well, that makes you even more stupid to think I'm stupid. Because what I say makes sense, what you say does not, and here we are. So let's start with, since this is Convenience Store Today, convenience stores and what pisses me off about convenience stores. When I go in the convenience store in the morning, okay, I have things to do during the course of a day, okay? I would think that the rest of you do too. Now, here's the first thing that grinds my gears in convenience stores. When you walk into a convenience store and you walk up to the coffee pot, now if it's a Wawa or a big place like that, you have a whole bunch of coffee pots. Okay, so you got a lot of people, everybody's making their coffee and all. But when you walk over to fix your coffee with the milk and the cream and the sugar and the little stupid vanilla and you got to sweeten it with this and you want something sweet, go get yourself a milkshake. But in that area where you're fixing your coffee is a much smaller area for people to walk up to and fix their coffee. Now, the convenience store I go into, there happens to only be 3 coffee pots. So when a person is at the coffee pot and they're making their coffee, you must wait for them to get done, or else you're passing by them and you're trying to get past them, and you have social distancing and all that bullshit. And even before social distancing, you don't do that. You let the person make their coffee, they fix their coffee, they get out of the way, you move up. Now, here's the problem I have in convenience stores with a lot of people. They walk up to the coffee bar, and here's what they do. First, they put their coffee in the cup. See? Now they got to put their cream, and they got to put just enough cream. Don't put too much cream. Now let's stop there, man. Now let's put a little bit of sugar. Now they got to take the stirrer. They got to stir their coffee. They lay their stirrer down. Now they taste their coffee. Now they're going to see, is this coffee good enough to continue on with their lives? And here's what really gets me. The people who have decided, no, I've got to put a little more cream and I've got to put a little more sugar, let me put a little sweet and low. And now there's people standing behind you. See, when I walk up to the coffee pot in a convenience store, I put in my coffee, I put in my cream, I put in my sugar, I put the lid on, I go like that, I never touch a stirrer, and I move up to the counter, I move on with my life and let the people behind me move up. We're living in a society here, folks. Stop standing at the coffee machine in a convenience store out in public for 5, 6, 7 minutes while other people really have things to do. You people who are doing this must have absolutely nothing to do with your lives, but you're the same people that when you're driving behind me on the road have to pass me at 90 miles an hour because you're in a rush to go somewhere. But when you're making your coffee, and then could I move up and make my coffee? Well, I was here first. Folks, this is out in public. If you want to do this and you have all the time to stay home behind closed doors, and then you can stand in front of your coffee pot for 15 minutes to a half an hour and you don't bother anyone else. You let everyone else move on with their lives. Now I've got my coffee. Now, the second thing that bothers me in convenience stores is you fucking people with the lottery, okay? The lottery should be a lottery store by itself somewhere, not in convenience stores, because I'm walking up with $2 on hand to pay for my $1.37, $1.49 coffee, see? I want to get up to the counter, I want to pay, I want to get out, see? But the rest of you just have to stop and look at the lottery. Oh, the scratch-off tickets will give me one number 1 and give me one number 50 and one number 49. And on the numbers, you give me 1, 2, 3 straight in box and 4, 6, and 6, 6, 6. And then here's what every lottery person does. Here's what every lottery person does at this point. They start walking away. Oh, I forgot one number. You didn't forget one number. Listen, make everyone's lives easier. Everybody's life easier. When you walk up there, just tell the guy you want one of everything, because that's what you people want to do. You don't want to miss a number. You don't want to miss the scratch off. But you have to. Meanwhile, I'm standing. Now, I'll walk in front. I'll throw my $2 on the counter, walk out the door, won't even wait for my change. And one genius that's getting these lotteries is going to say, oh, he's impatient. I'm impatient? Yes, I'm impatient. I'm impatient. Move the hell out of the line. Let me pay for my stuff. Let me make my coffee. Let me get out of this place. That's what pisses me off about convenience stores. Now, the other thing I want to touch on real quick today is delivery drivers. And I don't care if they deliver food or what they deliver to you. Delivery drivers, okay? Here's the thing. When you call to have food delivered, okay, the first thing is, do not have food delivered to your house unless you're going to tip the driver, okay? This person is not your friend. It's not your cousin. It's not a family member, okay? This person is doing a service for you, okay? When you get food delivered, you must always tip. Now, the average tip is $5.32. I know this. Don't question me. I can show you. $5.32. But you still have these people who are making $50, $60 orders. You walk up to the door and they hand you $2. And then you'll get, well, I'm on a fixed income. Well, I can't do it. Well, listen, if you're on a fixed income, honey boo boo, I have an idea. Order 2 less cannolis out of your $60 order, and then you can tip the delivery driver, which is what you should be doing to begin with. And another thing, too. It is not cute to have your child come to the door, these little children run all over, to have your child come to the door and want to take the order from you. Okay, that's not cute. Okay, if you have kids or you have animals, I have an idea. When somebody knocks on your door to make a delivery to you, put the animals and put the kids in another room behind closed doors. These people that have animals say, well, they're part of the family. They come to the door and they're trying to open the door and kick the dog back into place so the dog don't get out to bite the delivery driver. And then a lot of people say, well, he's a small dog. Does he bite? No, he's a small dog. Listen, small dog or big dog, if the dog has teeth and he bites, it's going to hurt, correct? Put that animal away. It's going to take less than 3 seconds for you to open your door. Now, these people with the animals, now they're opening the door this much to get a box in this far because they don't want their dog to run out. And they'll tell you, oh, I don't want the cat to run out. I don't want the dog to run out. I don't want... Listen, you called me for the delivery. I didn't call you. One more thing when you call for a delivery, okay? Do not call for a delivery and you're told, okay, about 40 minutes. Now, a lot of people say, all right, they're going to set their clock now. It's going to be exactly 40 minutes. No, use your brains, okay, people? It might be a little more than 40 minutes. It might be a little less than 40 minutes. But don't think that you have the next 40 minutes to take a nap, take a shower, run to the store. And this is what people do, okay? Stop being stupid. If you call for a delivery, have a tip of at least $5 or more ready. And I don't care how far that driver had to go to get to your house. I don't care if he had to go 1 mile, if he had to go 6 miles. It doesn't matter. This is not your friend. It's not your cousin. It's not your family member. It's not your dead grandfather. This is a perfect stranger who's doing a service for you. Tip that person, and any animals or children, lock them in cages for a couple of seconds so you can open the door all the way so you can take a box this big to an opening this big, okay? I'd like to continue on. I have a lot more that I have problems with, but I cannot continue on because I've reached my 7-minute limit. And again, one other thing that pisses me off, people who like to rush me, and Dan the Man McCheese and Patty McButterpants need their time, and I'm taking too much time. So I'm going to close this out for now, but I'll be back with more rant and raves and more problems that I have with you stupid people. For Convenience Store Today, this was Big T. Everyone have a great day. Tip your driver.